Hello. Well, this was certainly not the kind of video I intended to have as my first intentional YouTube videos. I think I have shared a few TikTok videos over to this channel on YouTube, but this is my first intentional video. And let me just say, it wasn't meant to be like this. It was never meant to be like this, but that's like life, isn't it? Life never turns out how you think it's going to. I had lots of plans for this week, and I had lots of things I was going to do, and lo and behold, life gets in the way, and I've got a big swollen face and a big huge tooth infection. So instead of carrying out all the very carefully laid out plans this week, including training, because that's what I do, I'm a trainer, they had to be cancelled. And yeah, my intention of doing a very well dressed, well presented YouTube video has gone to shit. Because I am currently lying in my bed, the third day of lying in my bed, because I have had a raging tooth infection which has gone up into my jawbone, I think it is. Anyway, suffice to say that I have been in absolute agony, and I think one would agree, if one has actually suffered from toothache, that it is one of the worst pains you can actually suffer with. Bearing in mind I am a mother, so I do understand that childbirth is a pain in itself in a whole other department. So, but yeah, toothache is up there when it comes to pain. So my whole week, this week, has been basically gone to shit. And that's what life is like, really. And I suppose that's why I made this channel. 50 years wiser and 5 decades in, I still have to deal with shit. Yes, I've got a lot of stuff under my belt, a lot of experience, a lot of life lessons learnt. Still lots more to learn, always. Forever a teacher, forever a student. And I think one of the funny things, actually, one of the ironic things, is that this channel was going to be a very honest channel about the fact that there are still paths that I'm on that are about self-discovery, are about self-recovery, are about adaptation and growth, and about being better than I was yesterday. And I was going to bring you along on my journey of trying to lose the weight. I mean, I lose so many things, keys, bits of paperwork. I just can't seem to lose the weight, though. It stays there, unfortunately. So I'm on a challenge of trying to lose the weight, and I joined a gym. I should have brought you along for that, really, but there was just so much going on because I joined it in December. I decided not to do the whole New Year resolution. Oh, God. Oh, those things never work. No one ever sticks to New Year's resolutions. I think it's psychological. I think the minute you make a resolution, you know deep down in your head that you're not going to fucking stick to it. So I decided to be cleverer than that. This was where the years of wisdom come in. I decided that I was going to start in December so that I was already well into my journey come New Year. And it's worked because I am still going to the gym. And by now I normally have given up. And we are in February now, so I'm doing okay. Well, I was until I got toothache, and now it's knocked me off my kilter, really. And I'm a whole week nearly of not going to the gym. I think about 5 days of not going to the gym. Anyway, Jesus, I mean, talk about paying for your sins. I think the year, my decade in my fourth decade, in my 40s, I think every sin that I had added a pound to my body weight in my 40s, because all my life I've never had a weight problem, even up past even after past having 4 children and into my 40s, I was still a very small size 8. I'm only about 5'3", I think. And I've always been a very small 6 to 8. But then I gave up smoking, which was fabulous. I was so pleased with myself. I was so proud. Such a great thing to do, giving up smoking. It was one of the last vices really that I had from quite a few in my younger years. We'll go on about that another time. But yeah, I gave up smoking and did really well. Did it cold turkey. Gave up. It was a conscious decision that I came to myself, so I didn't need anything to help me. I kind of do now though, because Jesus, did I reward myself with so much cake. Did I reward myself because everything tasted nicer and everything was all about rewarding myself for the amazing thing that I'd done, which was giving up smoking. So yeah, I'm spending this decade trying to get rid of it now. I'm 51 and life's taught me a lot of things, but it hasn't quite taught me how to lose the weight yet. So among other things of self-discovery, self-development, knowing myself better, developing myself better, changing my paradigm, getting rid of old scripts, getting rid of old ideas, changing my inner labels, my self-labels, my self-talk, which I'm so much better at now in my 50s than I ever was, but there's still work to be done. And I think if you want to come along with me on this journey that's going to have tumbles and falls and funny times and challenging times and possibly even heartbreaking times, but if you want to follow along with me, which I'd love you to, then I'll make you this one promise. No makeup today. You are literally seeing me at my worst. I even feel like my eyes are half closed half the time because I'm on, medication to try and get rid of this infection, and I'm so tired, and you are literally seeing a puffy-faced, swollen-faced, no makeup, no filters, nothing, real McCoy. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to look this bad, hopefully, on every video. I hope not. But if you want this real, raw person that we don't often get these days because of filters and because of AI and because of just everybody thinking that they need to be perfect. I'm not perfect by any stretch, and although I try and live as natural life as possible, there is also things that I do, like put makeup on to make myself feel better. But warts and all, honesty and all, if that's something that appeals to you, watching a 50-year-old tumble through life trying to sort her shit out, then please come along for the journey and support me. And I promise to always be true to you, true to me, and true to the journey that I'm on. Much love, and feel free to comment.